Hi, beautiful Aquarius. Welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Aquarius, we will just jump right into your reading here. I just want to say that normally I shuffle and a card comes out and I start to interpret whatever sort of jumps out at me. Today, to switch it up a little bit for myself, for my own growth, and to not get too stagnant in the way that I do things, I'm just going to read straight out of the book, but then we're just going to sort of go deeper into the message and just continue normally. So what's going on for Aquarius for the upcoming month? So this is the month of February of 2022, which I think is probably the most profound month that maybe we've had in about 12,000 years. Now that's a big statement, but there's some stuff going on. And I probably will make a video on it, on the month, and also on the particular date, the 22nd of the 2nd of 2022. Aquarius for the month of February, what's happening? Ah, I hurt my ear. Aquarius. Competition, summon courage and self-confidence. Feels like you had this recently. Competition. Love the images. Hello. Okay, competition. Summon courage and self-confidence. Draw upon your self-belief and mental stamina. Assert yourself and go after what you want. You need to maintain your position in work, business, sport, or study. Accept that there is a challenge ahead as you strive against others who ultimately want the same recognition as you. You may feel that you are struggling to keep your head above water as the opposition gains ground, but you are encouraged to defend your position without compromise and negotiation. You need to find the courage, persistence, and determination that will ultimately lead to your victory. The mantra of this is, I have the competitive edge to overcome my opponents. And you know, I just have to say that personally, I don't like one single bit about this. Personally, I think this is such an outdated text. I think it's such an outdated way of seeing things, and I think it's a very lack-minded way of looking at it. Like you need to put your elbows out in order to get your place in this very competitive world, thinking that there's not enough space or room for everyone, that there's not enough, like we have one cake, and we have like several pieces of this cake, and as those pieces are taken, you know, nothing's left for Aquarius. And that to me is just such an outdated way of thinking. I don't really know what to do with this. So what I'm hearing though is like, okay, don't back down on what you want. Like I would continue to just move forward, to have that confidence. And if there's sort of someone that's stepping on your toes a little bit, or someone that's behaving in this very way, like they think that there's a need for competition in order to sort of to climb that ladder in your career or whatever. Like it's a very if it's a very competitive climate that you're in, this might be sort of the little push you need to get out of it, because it's not like it's such a, so let's see, it's not a place to get personal about it. It's just that it feels like I can't deliver a message to you if it doesn't feel authentic. So there's something about the fact that we got this card and it says what it says, that you need to just sort of persevere, and you need to just bring your stamina and go for it. And you might be that you should have like stamina and you should have enough confidence to go after what it is that you want. And but we can sort of rule out it's not unhealthy with a slight competition. Like, we love soccer and we love hockey and we love, marathons and whatever. Excuse me. I'm like a little bit upset to the point that we're at starting to feel it in my throat. So there's a healthy competition here. There's definitely healthy competition going on in the world. But this message sort of implies that, like, you need to do whatever in order to sort of to get the trophy. And it feels like you're moving away from that. You're not interested in that. So let's see why this is here for Aquarius, please. Why is this coming out for you? Well, there's some beautiful energy coming out. So for Michael, insights that come from quiet meditation, the need for more sleep or time off, seek relief from stress. So this to me talks about, I love the fact that we are starting here to sort of upgrade our chakras. Like we have all like 4 chakras showing there. And then to me, that's a 5th chakra because you're wearing brown, which for me is all about your knees. And like you're working through the chakras, and to be wearing brown, it speaks about how you're in balance. But this first card sort of recognizes how much you need this meditation and how much you need this rest. It's so interesting because I am doing this very thing right now. So it's very soothing that this comes out. On my other channel, my True North, we're breathing our way through each and every chakra. So if that feels like something you want to do, it's just 9 minutes every day. 9 minutes. Go check it out. It's in the description box down below if you're interested. But yeah, it looks like before, because this is very much the empress. This is like someone who knows what she wants, someone who goes after what she wants. She's very balanced. She's like a go-getter. She's aligning with the things that she's reaching for, all of that. Like, it's a really powerful energy, very motherly. But we need that quiet meditation. We need that sleep in order to fully sort of have that balance within yourself and completely are like being dressed in that brown. So it seems to be very important. Like, okay, so if you're in a very competitive climate right now, if there's someone else that you're sort of up against, someone that you feel like they can win or you can lose, or you can win and they can lose, like there's a competitive to the point of it makes you feel bad, to go into this deep quiet meditation and just work your way through, like finding that inner balance again, because we want to come out strong. You want to come out like on top. And sometimes, there's specific situations in our life that sort of, when I haven't had enough sleep, or when I haven't had enough water, or when I haven't had enough of meditation, things start to crack or things start to crumble. And sometimes I need those little things in order for me to sort of shape myself back up again. Like, yeah, I missed a couple of meditations now. I am pushing the boundary for the sleep that I need. I feel this dryness in my body as soon as I sort of slip a little bit with the water intake and whatever. It's like you need those little reminders that you need to get into meditation. That's sort of the normal stuff. And then it can be the stuff where, okay, you're now in a situation where you feel out of sorts, where you feel like other people are starting to, are they going to win this? Like they're taking your spot. They're the fight that is going on is not healthy anymore. It's not healthy competition anymore. It's not playful competition. It's actually hurting you, or it's actually like it's bringing a lot of stress to your life. And that type of thing, if you want to get that into alignment, we need to go in and find the alignment from within first so that you can sort of come back out. and be the empress, this is ace, so there's like a beautiful new creative, awesome, powerful energy there. And it is an empress feel here. So it's like when you're back in, like when you're, how do you say that? Like on your game? You don't say that. Like when you're back in your stamina again, like when you're in your vitality, in your strength, you know what you want and you go after it, and like you have no one step on your toes, but still you're not like elbowing yourself forward and take people down on your path, you know. This is more like, okay, I'm in my best element again, because there's a lot of things that started to happen which bogged you down, which made you feel like you're sort of starting to spin out of control, and have other people come in to sort of reclaim your place, or fight you in this not so healthy competition anymore, about who's winning, and whatever that situation is for you, winning over what, to gain what, to have what, to then, like, the situation then doesn't call for you to just come out with your claws and be even more aggressive from a non-balanced place. This calls for you really doing the work in meditation to align yourself, or whatever calls your heart, like whatever, if that's singing, or if that's dancing, or if that's whatever that is for you, to put yourself in balance, so that from this standpoint you attract only people, or the version out of a person that now it's healthy competition, now it's playful, now it's fun, or the person doesn't even show up anymore, or the person doesn't fight you over something anymore because you reclaimed your power. So I think they were leaving behind the old ways, like the old ways would to feel offended, to feel like a victim, to feel like you're defeated, like you don't have it in you to fight this fight because it's so stressful. That's such an old way, or such an old paradigm of going about things and going about your life. And like we're shifting it up now. Like the way that we're solving it now is through meditation, to find that alignment with yourself, and you have complete understanding that has nothing to do with the other person or the other situation, or that someone sort of can take something away from you, because that's just the pieces of the pie, that lack mentality. This is like, there might not be a never-endedness of pieces of the pie, but there's a never-endedness of pies. Like, okay, if I didn't get a piece of the pie, of this pie, I'll just go to the next one. Like, I'll figure out something from the next one. And then you sort of breathe your way back, or you breathe your way into this Empress state again, where you find complete balance, and then you attract whatever you need to attract to win the situation. But then it's not even about winning or losing anymore. It's not about that stressful competition, or that stressful, there's a winner and there's a loser here, or there's a victim and an offender here, like a predator. Like, that doesn't exist anymore. So going deeper into this message, why is this here for Aquarius? How can we inspire them here? Ooh. Fertility. So something like, I feel like out of this situation comes this power, this nature, like this Mother Nature deep power. Very much sort of the Empress feel here again. Something is being born. Like there's this fierceness about Aquarius being born out of a situation that has been, so let's just call it quite challenging. There's something about like, if there's been this fight, or this like competition or competitive feel or competitive energy that has put a lot of stress, or like feeling like a victim, or feeling like you can't win, like this is just such a stressful situation, and you take a step back and you sort of revisit, you reestablish, you gain your powers. Like you go back and you sort of, yeah, I'm going to sort of look into this situation a little bit. What comes out of it on the other end is just complete strength, complete power. And there's like a newfound, this is the fertility card. So there's like so much opportunity, so much like doors opening due to this situation of feeling like you had to back down and sort of start over, like almost like what is that called? Like a reboot of your life, or like a reboot of this situation. Okay, like let's start over. Let's scratch that. That didn't work. But out of that comes this fearless, you just get this feeling like you're not going to let any bully just sit on you anymore. It's like this, and that might be like claim your power, claim your confidence, claim your, just walk, you know. But that's like a first step. Like this is a really good thing to sort of reclaim your power and come into this very fertile situation where there's so much, rather than you fighting for pieces of the pie in a lack mentality, thinking there's like a loser or a winner here, to sort of come into your power and reclaim your place and your energy, and having like such fertile moments of like more and more being born, more and more ideas, more and more opportunities are being delivered to you. Like whether this is like a situation that you're stepping away from altogether, or it's like you just see this situation with brand new eyes. You just, how come I didn't see that before? Like, quick, long story short, like I was in a situation like, it's quite a lot of years back now, where I acted in one way, and I even to this day can, all of a sudden there's like something that pops up in my mind, and I was like, for the love of myself, why didn't I do that? Why didn't I respond in that way? Why didn't I seek out that instead of the stuff that I did? Like that's like 5 or 6 years later, I'm like still like, it's almost like, so when you're in this competitive, victim, defeated, stressful situation, you don't have even access to those ideas. You don't have access to those thoughts even to take that route. You're taking the route of defensiveness and defeatness. Can you say that? And victimhood, and like, and it's freaking tough when you're in that vibration, because you don't even have access to different thoughts. So there has to be like an extra awareness that like from a higher perspective, that this is going on simultaneously as it goes on, and that just grows with wisdom. I just feel like that comes with age, that comes with just having enough life experience, that you can be in the midst of a situation now where you see the situation is like sucky, but still having sort of a clear perspective saying, I know this too shall pass. I know because I've been there 100 times before. You know, I don't even have access to those other thoughts right now. I mean, that's like a higher way of looking at things. And you right now, like we need to get you into meditation so that you can sort of grow into this empress and regain your power and regain your balance. Then like starts to fertility again. Like then we have like fruition, we have opportunities, we have all those ideas and thoughts that just sort of bombard you, because now you're in a different vibration and frequency altogether, which allows for you to have all these like the right information and the right way to action next, you know? Does this make sense? Okay. What else can we say to Aquarius about this? And then it forces you, like if stuff starts to get really out of hand, it sort of forces you back into meditation. It forces you to start to do the things that really work for you. so that you can put yourself back into alignment and start attracting according to your alignment, starting to attracting according to your powerful energy, rather than continue to attract from defensiveness or defenseless defense and okay, I'm gonna drop it. We want to have you in a good place where you can attract the beautiful things that you need and want. Intuition. Yeah. We now have 1, 2, 3. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 on the table. We have ace, 2. We have ace, 2, 3, and 4. So it speaks about a beautiful journey here, and it speaks about the process to not sort of, to understand that this too shall pass, like to understand that you can regain your power, and you can, and you will, and you not only will regain your power or regain your strength or regain clarity about certain things, you will come out so much more strong on the other end of this because of the stuff that you went through. And this is the time to really, really start to pay attention to your intuition. This is your inner being trying to sort of call out to you, like, this is what we need to do, so that you don't feel like you're left alone in this, whatever this is. It sounds like you're still, let's see in the extension, but here at least, it sounds like you're still in the process of sort of just getting out of this. So you might not fully hear that there is a way out, or that you will regain power, or that you are having access to really clear and wonderful thoughts and ideas about how to solve your situation. But I'm telling you, there's no single situation that is big enough or tough enough that you can't turn around. And I'm saying that from my own life experience. It's not something I read out of books, since I don't read. It's a promise. There's no situation tough enough, big enough that you can't turn around. But you can't turn it around physically. You have to turn it around vibrationally so that it physically can turn around. And for that, you need to go into meditation and find your alignment and start to really, really pay attention to your intuition. Become way more quiet. Maybe like have silent days, like complete silent days, where you just inform your, if you don't absolutely necessarily have to talk, just inform the people around you that today, like, we're quiet. Write notes on whatever you need, but like today, you're just having a quiet day. You don't speak, you don't answer. You let your, I got an upset throat as I started to do this here today. It has calmed down now, but like to rest your truth instrument there for a bit, to just sort of, whatever unfair situation this is, like whatever unjust situation this is, it's so connected to your throat chakra in some way. And to just give this a rest for a bit, to not speak. And as you don't speak or talk back to someone, answer someone, I don't mean talk back, like, but to answer someone, you literally allows for your intuition to start to become louder. But as you constantly are talking, or constantly are defending yourself, or constantly are thinking about how to solve this situation, your intuition doesn't have any room to speak. I'm going to take this into the extension. If you feel like this is your story, I find that this is a little bit more like specific story here today, so I understand if it's not resonating with all. But for whoever it resonates with, you're so welcome to the extension. There's two ways of getting it right now. The first one, or second one, one of them is Vimeo, where I cut the price in half. I removed, you can't no longer buy it, but you can rent it for 48 hours, and I cut the price in half there. Or you can go buy me a coffee, which is on the donation site, Buy Me a Coffee, or how many ever cups of coffee that you find that the extension was worth, or to just support the channel, which I really appreciate. So both of those links are in the description box, also to the Buy Me a North. to my true north, where you find the breathing through the 9 chakras, is right there on Buy Me a Coffee as well. Still based on donations, and you put in whatever you want. So if you're not coming to the extension, then thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you back soon, Aquarius. Take care. Bye.